Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Alright, what's good, y'all? It's your boy TJ Swish of the Talk Your Swish YouTube channel, shooting straight from our $10 million basketball factory. And if you're watching this video, you understand that we're going to be talking NBA trade deadline. You want to look at a few players to watch as the deadline comes closer. Before we get into that, for those that are new to the channel or subscribers that don't really know, Talk Your Swish is supposed to be a forum for the everyday people to discuss basketball and give their opinion without a certain agenda like these, let's say, national programs may do. But yeah, so if you're interested in talking basketball, seeing highlights, whether it's high school, college, NBA, please subscribe and also like the video. Alright, getting started. First player to look out for as the deadline comes closer is Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors. League sources are saying Kyle Lowry has a lot of interest from Miami, the Clippers, the Sixers, and Kyle Lowry has said that he'd like to end his career with the Raptors, whether it's a one-day contract, but a trade is still a possibility. Now, if Kyle Lowry were to be traded, league sources do say his preference would be Miami because he has a great relationship with Jimmy Butler. And I can attest to that. I would say there is some form of relationship that they're not talking, because I've seen a video of Kyle Lowry FaceTiming Jimmy Butler for a fan because he said that Jimmy Butler is his favorite player. So if Kyle Lowry can pick up the phone and call Jimmy Butler randomly, then I'd definitely say that they're good friends and there's truth to that. Now, for this Miami Kyle Lowry trade to happen, Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson obviously will have to be up on the offer. And because Lowry has a $30 million contract, he would have to give up somebody like Goran Dragic or Kelly Olynyk. Goran Dragic's making about 18 mil, Kelly's making about 12. So it'd be a package of Kelly or Dragic along with Duncan and Tyler. So we'll be on the lookout for that. It's cool. Kyle Lowry's great. I think Kyle Lowry's a dog. Definitely somebody I hated before, but I hate it because he was so good. Miami will get better. I think Bam and Kyle Lowry do great together. I don't think it would be enough to do anything. I don't think it would be worth giving up Duncan or Tyler Herro. You guys let me know what you think about that one. And then for as far as the Clippers go and the Sixers go, I definitely think Kyle Lowry would be a big, huge improvement for each of those teams. The Clippers need a great point guard. I think Kyle Lowry would be perfect. 76ers, they have Ben Simmons, but obviously Ben Simmons could bring the ball up or play off the ball, so can Lowry. I think he'd be a great addition to that team. I'd give him a third superstar. And yeah, so moving on, John Collins of the Hawks. John Collins has received interest from the Celtics, Kings, Mavericks, Pistons, and the Timberwolves. So for this trade, the Hawks are looking to acquire a young player and a first-round draft pick. Now, Atlanta asked for Malik Beasley.
Have you ever had a dream that
What the fuck are you talking about?
And the first-round pick, but the Wolves declined that trade. And things to note, John Collins is going to be a restricted free agent this offseason, so keep in mind it might not be worth trading for him because he can always just leave after the season ends. But for the offseason, they say Dallas does have enough cap space to sign him, so that is a great possibility. Be a great addition to any team. He's an athletic big, can jump, catch alleys, rebound, shoot the three, so I think he'd be a great fit anywhere. I'd love to see him go to the Celtics just because the Celtics really need a big. I think that's the big thing stopping them right now, no pun intended. And yeah, but the Celtics, I don't think it's realistic because if the Hawks are looking for a young player and a first-round pick, I don't really see the Celtics having a young player that's either good enough or proven to be good enough or is too good to give up. For example, Brown, Tatum. Maybe they'll give up Smart, but I don't see them doing that. I'd keep Smart if I was them. And yeah, so yeah, John Collins. If the Mavs were to sign John Collins, I would see him being a very I'd see him pair very well with Luka Doncic, especially in a pick and roll. It'd be pretty unguardable between the lob and the pick and pop of John Collins. One thing I will say though, the Hawks may be definitely trying to get rid of him just because he's a restricted free agent. I don't know if the Hawks would want to resign him for like a 20 mil, 18 mil, whatever his contract would be, just because in the future that could be a big issue just because, I don't know, you don't want that guy that has a huge contract and isn't playing to its worth or playing to his contract's value, and then no one's going to take him on. So I don't see the Hawks re-signing him. For somebody like the Mavs, they may not trade for him because, you know, they can just sign him in the offseason, and same goes for other teams. Why trade up your valuable assets when there's someone that can just leave? So unless John Collins expresses interest in a certain team, I don't see anyone trading for him just because they'd be probably losing in the long run. Now next up we have Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic. Many teams have expressed interest in Aaron Gordon. To name a few: Rockets, Warriors, Celtics again, Timberwolves, and Blazers. And just recently Aaron Gordon dropped 40 points and immediately requested a trade right after. So no, he's trying to get out of there. So definitely keep a lookout on that one. Yeah, Aaron Gordon's a proven, versatile defender. He'd be perfect for the small ball, whether it's the Blazers, Warriors, even the Celtics. I think he'd be a great addition to all those teams. 6'9", can jump. You know, he can kind of do everything. I think I've seen, like, they say he'd be a great Draymond Green to a team, but a little more offensively talented, a lot more athletic. So seeing him on the Warriors, that'd be awesome. I love Steph Curry. I'm a Warriors fan, or a Curry fan specifically, so that'd be awesome. But yeah, anyways, I'd love to see him to play for a contender. So the Timberwolves, I don't want to see him to go to the Timberwolves just because that'd just be a waste. He'd just disappear. We'll stop hearing about Aaron Gordon if he goes to the Timberwolves. Rockets, they're doing pretty bad. Like for him on an individual level, that might be great for him. He might run that team, who knows? But don't want to see him go there. But the Warriors, Celtics, Blazers. If he goes to the Blazers, Dame has the Blazers in like the 4th spot, 5th spot, whatever. I think they're going to end top 4, and they don't have McCollum or Nurkic. So if you bring all those guys back and you add Aaron Gordon, hopefully you don't have to give up anyone. That'd be a great team. The Blazers would be definitely a team to mess with. Yeah, and then just for some quick hitters, we have Andre Drummond still on the trade block for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He hasn't played in a very long time. Off the top of my head, I guess February, maybe late January. And depending on how the Drummond thing goes, if he gets bought out, he'd probably go to the Lakers or Nets. Pray he doesn't go to the Nets, because the Nets are really starting to look scary. But I think if the Lakers land Drummond or another big similar to Drummond, I think the Lakers are easily the favorites. I don't care who the Nets have. But without Drummond or another pickup, the Lakers they're looking in trouble. But never doubt King James. And we also have JaVale McGee and Cedi Osman, who's been receiving interest from teams. And Kelly Oubre is being shot by the Golden State Warriors. There's obviously more players like Jeremy Grant, but like some guys that are, I just gave you guys a few guys that are likely to be moved, guys that want to be moved. So let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. If you haven't already, like and subscribe.